Welcome to a throwback edition of Matt Talks Back. This one going back to an interview I did in 2016 when none other than George Thorogood was coming to the CN Center. Not only did I get to interview him coming up to the show, but I actually got to introduce him on stage as well. And one thing about George Thorogood is he knows how to party. He actually invited me backstage before the show where we drank way more than one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer, and shared some stories too. That was a lot of fun. This was the chat that we did about 2 weeks before the show, and we had a good little chat about Canada, the value of Canada, and how much he loves our country, and also a little bit about what makes George Thorogood and the Destroyers the amazing legends that they are in rock. Enjoy.
Oh, Canada.
George, how's it going, man?
On guard for thee.
You missed a line, brother.
Oh, Canada.
We stand on guard.
Right.
For thee. Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to be a Matt and to be part of the country that's going to be the most powerful country in the world in less than 25 years? You're going to be the most powerful country in the world. How does that feel?
Is this a prediction you're putting forward?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, it feels great.
What two things do you have in Canada that the whole world needs?
Water and beer?
And no, you have water and you have oil.
Oil. Well, this is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Canada has more fresh water than any country in the world, and beer makes money, and you need water to make beer.
This is so true. Yeah.
Therefore, the rest of the world is going to need water, and Canada is going to. Water goes for $5 a gallon, and oil goes for $4 a gallon. So you are going to be the most powerful country in the world.
You know, we might be, but the problem is we're selling all that water to Nestle for so freaking cheap right now.
No, you shouldn't be. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to be the house band in Canada.
You're moving up here.
Yeah, we're going to be the house band.
I love it.
Forget all the other bands. What band sells more beer than us?
None, man. None. You've got the song that does it.
Exactly. And you make your money off beer, and you need water to make it. So it's a match that's just laid there waiting for the three of us.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I never saw this before. We just needed your genius to point it out.
Well, Jim Hutt, who you just spoke to, we've been checking this out for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
We've been planning this out for a long time.
Well, it seems like a hell of a plan, my friend, and we would welcome you with open arms wherever the hell you wanted to live. Where's your favorite spot in Canada?
He said, we will welcome you with open arms wherever we want to live. Oh, can I talk to you now?
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, it's great to chat with you, brother. April 19th, you're going to be making it back up to the CN Center once again. 42 years you guys and your band have been out on the road. Pretty crazy when you start adding up all those years. Now, the world at this moment is going crazy over this GNR reunion, but we should really be talking about the longevity of some bands out there. You guys, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and so many more. How many more years of this epic touring party are you guys planning on throwing out?
That depends on the Canadians.
It's up to us?
See, every time the Canadians book us for a tour, the Americans jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, wait a minute.
He's ours.
The Canadians are booking tours. We got to book tours. Now, let me ask you something. Our tour kicks off. What town does it kick off on?
Oh, good question. I'm not 100% sure.
Prince George.
Are you starting here? No way.
What's my first name?
George, of course. It only makes sense. Yeah.
Of course we're going to. Come on. Let's get with the program here.
I love it.
If it was called Prince Joe, we wouldn't go there. It's Prince George.
Yeah, well, then you'd have to go down to Detroit to the Joe Louis or some crap like that.
Maybe someday it'll be Duke George.
Right.
Or Earl George. Or maybe even King George.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, he's on his way. He's a little young now, but yeah.
Well, I'll settle for Prince. That'll do.
Beautiful.
We're going to change the name of the band to Prince George and the Destroyers.
I love it. Hey, if not only for one night on April the 19th, that would be a great setup.
Even if it's for one night. Very good. I'll take it. Even for one night. better to be Prince for one night than schmuck for a lifetime.
That's exactly right. Oh, man. Well, we're talking about all this Canadian stuff, but down in the American politics, we got some crazy stuff going on. So I got to ask you, how are you feeling about Mr. Trump?
There's always crazy stuff going on in politics.
It's even crazier this year, though. Even crazier with Donald Trump and his big mouth. What do you think? Who are you supporting?
Oh, please. What?
Who are you supporting down there?
I'm supporting anybody who runs for Prime Minister of Canada.
I love it. I love it. We just got to get you your Canadian citizenship and get this thing started.
Please.
All right, brother. Well, let's step away from politics for a second. A hypothetical question for you. If you could share one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Dead or alive. Oh, my goodness. I'd probably choose Lee Marvin.
Lee Marvin.
I think he would appreciate that.
That's an interesting choice. Why Lee Marvin?
Why not?
Makes sense. Makes sense. You're also a huge baseball fan. Now, I know you cheer for the Mets, but last year we had a Canadian team have a bit of a run into the playoffs, the Toronto Blue Jays. Did you catch any of that?
I was for the Blue Jays all the way.
Love it, love it. Did you see Batista's epic bat flip?
Oh, that was great. I love that.
Me too, man. You see, I think that they're kind of missing some of that in baseball, a little bit of that passion. I had no problem with it at all. You didn't either, obviously.
If you can't have passion hitting a home run in the playoffs, you shouldn't be in baseball. Well, you're hurting the game. I said, hurting the game? You live to hit a home run, period. You hit a home run for the home team in the playoffs, and you don't show emotion? I don't understand that. Babe Ruth called his shot.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, come on, man. I love that player anyway. He's a badass anyway, Batista.
All right, let's get back to the music. So you're back in Prince George on April the 19th for a big show at the CN Center. Looking forward to seeing you there. I mean, we've seen you in town at our smaller venue, the Civic Center, before. Now we got you on the big stage. So what can we expect from this round of your touring party?
Expect the unexpected. Every night I step on a bandstand, I'm going to do a total tribute to the art form of rock music. Rock and roll never sleeps. It just passes out.
Oh, so very true. George Thorogood makes his way back to the CN Center April the 19th, next Tuesday. Grab your tickets at Ticketmaster and come and join us for one hell of a party.